Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be sharing with y'all my easy everyday mommy makeup. This is something that I have done for several months now, gotten it down to a science. It doesn't even take me 10 minutes to do this. So definitely keep watching if you want to see how I achieve this look very quickly. I also will throw in there and say it does take me longer than 10 minutes to explain everything and show y'all everything in the video, but obviously on a normal day it doesn't take me that long to do it. If y'all have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below and I will get to y'all's questions. Also, I will link all of the products that I talk about in the video and everything that I use for makeup in the description box. So if you're interested or if you have any questions about that, check the box. Alright, so I'm just gonna get my hair out of my face. I'm going to go in with the Tatcha primer. This is like a little sample size. I've been using this for a month or two now, and I love it. Like, I think I'm going to buy the full size of it, which is really expensive, but it's so good. It really does help your skin, like, give it a smooth surface. It helps blur any imperfections, and it helps your makeup to last for a long time, which I need. Then I'm going to go in with the It Cosmetics CC Cream. I have used this for a long time, like on and off, and I love this one for the summertime because it has the SPF in it, but it also gives really good full coverage. So I'm just going to go in with a pump and my foundation brush, and I'm just going to kind of dab it everywhere. And like, I'm just trying to spread it out evenly at this point. Like, I'm not trying to make it look perfect yet. I'm just spreading it out evenly. Sometimes I'll go in with another pump. It just kind of depends on like the type of look that I need for that day. If I need full coverage, then I'll go in with a little bit more. After I kind of dab the foundation in, I will take my beauty blender. This is actually the Amazon dupe. I will link them down below. I talked about them in my last Amazon haul video. But I'll just take the damp beauty blender and then just dab it in everywhere and press it in to get any excess out of the way, and also just to help blend it in more flawlessly. And then I'll just blend it on my eyes as well. Next, I'm going to go in with concealer. I've been using Tarte Shape Tape for years, literally years. I love this concealer so much. This is probably like my third bottle of it. It's very full coverage, so it's perfect if you need the extra coverage that you're not getting in your foundation in the concealer. And I'm just going to take it and put it under my eyes and on the bridge of my nose, and also here on my forehead, on my chin, and sometimes I'll do it here. And then if I need any extra full coverage anywhere, I don't today, so I'm not going to put it anywhere else. Also, I found this at Ulta a couple weeks ago. It's a dupe for it, and I absolutely love this as well. It's literally half of the price, and it's got really good coverage as well. I just find it to be a little bit thinner than the Shape Tape, which some people like. I'm going to just put like a comparison of it right there just so you can see the color. I'm in the color C1, which I'm usually the lightest because I'm very fair complected. But I find it to be like a little bit less thick than the Tarte Shape Tape, which some people don't like. So you might end up liking this one better. And for that price, you can't beat it. And then I'll just take my beauty blender and blend it in everywhere. Alright, once I have all of that blended, I'm done with like concealer and foundation. So then I will go in with my RCMA powder. I've had this also as well for years and have used it for baking for a long time. So I will just go in and bake under my eyes and anywhere else that I tend to get oily. And I go in with the damp beauty blender. And I just dab it in. Sometimes it takes a little bit more. That stuff always goes everywhere. Anyway, next I'm going to go in with face powder. And I'm going to show y'all two different powders that I use. Oh my gosh, I have all that powder all over my hands. I use the CoverGirl True Blend powder. I love this. It's perfect for just everyday light to set the foundation, but it gives you a little bit of coverage as well. And then I also use the MAC Studio Fix Mineralized Skin Finish, I guess it's just mineralized skin finish, sorry. And I'm in medium plus, and I am almost out of this. I love this so much. This gives you more coverage than the CoverGirl one, but I mean, if you're just doing a light every day, that one works just as good, and it's half the price. So I'm gonna go in with my MAC and show y'all what I do with that. I will use a damp beauty blender, the same one that I've used for everything, and I just like blend it in everywhere. I find that whenever I go in with the damp beauty blender and put my powder in, it helps it to lock it in place and stay all day, as well as it gives it just more of a natural finish. I don't like cakey looking foundation or powder on my face. I just feel like it looks so like you've got a lot of makeup on. So I really like the way that that makes my skin look. I also will go in like with a powder brush sometimes and just like swirl it in. Also for touch-ups if I want throughout the day. And I just blend it in. It's easy to blend this stuff in. Okay, next I'm going to go in with a bronzer. And I will contour. I use the Hoola bronzer. This is just like a little one that I got as a gift. And I will just go in with a brush and contour like my cheekbone area. And then I'll go along my forehead, along my hairline. So the main thing with this is you really want it just to be kind of blended everywhere you want it. So I put it along my hairline, my forehead, a little bit on the sides of my nose, and the crease of my eye. That just helps define my eye without putting eyeshadow on. That's a little trick. On my cheekbones, under my chin a little bit to kind of sculpt out. And then I did a little bit of like a C motion. I don't know if you've heard of that. But like a C motion with your bronzer, so it just kind of curves out the places that you want to look more contoured and sleek. And then I'll go in with my butter bronzer. This is by Physicians Formula, one of my favorite drugstore bronzers. It's honestly the best one out there. This one and the Milani one I love so much, and I'll link both of them down below. And I'll just go in with a brush and I'll just bronze the rest of my skin. Basically, I'm just going in to blend all that out, and this just kind of gives me more of a glow finish if I missed any spots. Okay, now I'm going to go in with blush. I'm using the Tarte blush in the color Party, and I'm just going to put this on my cheeks. cheekbones, and then I'll go a little bit over the bridge of my nose and my forehead just to kind of blend everything in. A big thing to my makeup is blend, blend, blend. Okay, next I'm going to take my Milani highlighter. I love this palette so much. I use it every single day. I'm just going to go in with the lightest color, and I put a little bit in the corner of my eyes. And then I'll just put a little bit here with my finger. But I really do go in with the same damp beauty blender, and I'll take the bottom part and go between those two colors. Just kind of dab it, mostly in this one. And then I'll just dab it where I want my highlighter to go. Which I'm kind of like, put it everywhere. I love a good highlighter. And this may seem really harsh, but I'm going to show y'all a trick. Okay, so you can either go in with the same damp beauty blender and just blend it out with another side that you didn't use the highlighter, and do it that way. Or you could take a brush and go in with powder, or just blend it out with a brush. And so I'll kind of do a little bit of both, and I'll blend it everywhere except for in my inner corners because I really want that to pop. Okay, that pretty much sums it up for my face makeup. Now I'm going to work on my eyes, and I'm going to go in with a Tartelette in Bloom palette. And I'm going in with the color Firecracker right here. You probably can see I have used this color a lot. I just take an eyeshadow brush, the end of an eyeshadow brush, like a dense one, and I'll tap it off, and then I use this as my eyeliner. Some days I will wet the brush, and that really makes this stuff pop. But if I'm in a hurry, I'll just dab it on like this. And then I'll take a little bit more and maybe like a darker color, just kind of mix them together and do it in like the outer part of my eye, and then under my waterline, just whatever's left over. And that's what I do for eyeliner. I use the eyeshadow. That's a little trick. And then I'll take my eyebrow brush and brush out my eyebrows. Sometimes for eyebrows I will do the same thing. I'll use eyeshadow. Today I'm just going to be using my Anastasia. It's just like a little brow powder duo. And I will just shape out my eyebrows and kind of fill them in. Okay, and after I blend them out and fill them in, I go in with the Essence Make Me Brow Gel. And I will just put this on over it, and this just kind of helps thicken up my brows a little bit. I have really thin eyebrows, so just for a little bit more definition, I'll do this. Some days when I'm in a big rush and I don't feel like filling in my eyebrows, I'll just put this stuff on over my natural brows, and it helps just define them and fill them in really quick. So this is awesome. I do like this stuff. I shared it in a haul not that long ago that I got from Ulta, and it was like maybe $4 or so. It was really inexpensive, and I've tried it for a couple weeks now, and I really like it. Alright, next I'm going to do eyelashes, and I'm going to just curl my eyelashes. And I go in with my eyelash primer. I use the Lancome Booster XL, I guess is what it's called. I'm on the hunt for a lash primer that's not so expensive, like a drugstore one. So if y'all have any recommendations for a good drugstore lash primer, let me know in the comments down below. Alright, so once I have put this on both my eyes, I let it kind of get tacky. I don't want it to dry fully, I let it get tacky. So I'll let that get tacky, then I'll put on my eyeliner. And I'm using the Buxom Plump Lip Liner in Indigo. No, I'm sorry, Incognito. I love this stuff. It's like the perfect natural color for every day. And I'll just kind of fill in my lips, or line my lips, sorry. I overline slightly, not much. And then I'll put on some lipstick, and this is the NYX Turned Up lipstick in, no, I don't even know what the name of this is. Oh wait, here we go, Flutter Kiss. This is my absolute favorite lipstick of all time, and I can only find it on Walmart's website. So, I love this lipstick, oh my gosh. So I just put the lipstick on, and then I will take the brush that's on the side of the lip liner and blend these two together. And that's done for lips, and then I'm going to go in with mascara because I don't want it to fully dry. I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara as my first coat. So I love the way that this mascara really fills my lashes in. It makes them thick, it lengthens them. I love this mascara, but I'm not a one mascara girl. I use like sometimes 5 mascaras. I'm not going to do that today, but that is going to be my first coat, and I did get a little bit behind my eyes. I'm just going to let it sit there and dry for a minute. I'm going to get to it in just a second. For my next coat, I'm going in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. Also a great drugstore find. I've used it for a long time. It's very similar to the Too Faced mascara in that it really like helps fill in my eyelashes, lengthens them, but really gives it a lot of volume, which I love. I'm gonna let that sit for a second, and then I'm gonna go with my Tarte mascara. I've loved this mascara for a long time. All of these mascaras I've used for a really long time and love. This is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. And I use this one to get my bottom lashes because I like the brush. And then I'll go in the top lashes as well. And I think that's all the mascara that I'm going to do for today. Just 3. I'm going to take my damp beauty blender real quick and a little bit of this powder. Sometimes I'll have fallout from that eyeshadow underneath my eye, and so I'll just go and clean it up. And then I'll just touch up any areas that I'm like, okay, that needed to be blended out a little better, whatever. Just kind of fix everything, do its final check. And I will check, let's see, did I get any on that eye? Mostly on this eye. It's dry, so I'm gonna get a Q-tip. Here's one. And I'm just gonna blend that out. If you just rub away, like wipe away on it, it just rubs right off. And sometimes you might need to go back in with like the beauty blender or whatever. But that is pretty much it. So entire face is done. And then I just go in with a setting spray at the very end. So today I'm going to use my MAC Fix Plus spray. Sometimes I use the Urban Decay All Nighter. Just depends on what I want. But both of them work great. And I'll just spray it all over. That is it. So thank y'all so much for watching. If y'all have any questions, like I said, please leave them in the comments down below. And I will see y'all in the next video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye!